Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nico here, and in today's video, I'm a little overdue for my oil change on the Ninja 650. So while it's kind of cold and crappy outside, I was like, you know what? Let me get it done. It's currently like early March, and we had a couple good days of very nice weather. So I just like, F it, hop on the bike and rode. I rode so much that I'm like 200 miles over my service interval for my next oil change. So here we are. First things first. I need to move the bike and get it on a bike stand. Took me a little too long to do that, but it's also been so long since I've actually put it on a stand. So first things first, I want to shout out Revzilla. They did not sponsor this video. However, they had what I needed in stock, and it got to me in a day with a day. Now that might be because I'm in Ohio and they're in Kentucky and they're right under us. So, but it literally took a day. Got a Canon oil filter, and then I also got 2 quarts or 2 liters, if you will, of Motul 1040. The bike takes about 1.9, I believe, but 2 bottles. Before we get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and get my drain pan so I have oil somewhere to go, and then I'm gonna start taking apart some the bottom fairing and get this moving. I didn't realize how dunky this thing was under here. I have a really bad habit of over greasing my chain, which in a way doesn't seem like a bad thing, but the amount of grease that is flung under this bike. So fair warning, when you do the oil filter, that's right up there in the front. I should be able to get to it without taking off the exhaust, obviously, but you will get oil everywhere, so make sure you clean that up. Really, you should only have to take off these 2 bottom ones to at least get to the filter. Then you want to tighten it hand tight when you're putting it back on, but over time it does tend to get pretty tight. There we go. Woo! There the oil flows. Okay. And you guys can probably see we are definitely getting some oil on the exhaust, but again, not a big deal. Just want to wipe that down before you're done. All right, oil filter is mostly done emptying over there, so I'm gonna move this over just a little bit. This is a 17 millimeter from what I see, so I'm gonna go ahead and get. I already had a socket on there, but I need an extension, and then I'm gonna crank that down. Alrighty. Dude, what's about to come out of here is about to be so freaking dirty. I already know it. Good news is the process is really the same thing, but reverse. Just so you guys know where it is, I'll zoom in, but that's where the drain plug is, and then over here on the front end, zoom in as well, that's where the oil filter goes. Go ahead, let this drain for a little bit to the point where it's basically just not even a drop. I'm gonna put the oil drain plug back in. We'll go ahead and put the new filter in, and then we'll put new oil in and should be good to go. Now, while I'm waiting for the rest of it to drain out, what you're gonna wanna do with your new filter is just take some new oil, rub it around the ring. You want a good seal, so you want to do that before you reinstall your new filter, and then also pour a little bit of new oil in the filter as well. I know it's kind of hard because the filter pretty much sits like this, so you don't want to put too much, to waste a lot. One thing I like about this filter is it does have like a 17 millimeter hex on it, so obviously you don't want to crank it too tight. This is only supposed to be hand tight, but it's just ease of install and removal in the future too. There's the part number if you want to see it. All right, she's mostly drained up, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean the meeting surface of the drain plug, clean up the drain plug, reinstall the drain plug, put the filter on, fill the oil, make sure we're level, run it for a little bit, double check, we should be good. All right, so once you go ahead and have the drain plug, hand snug, you wanna go ahead and torque it to 30 Newton meters or 22 foot-pounds of torque. So I went ahead and poured a little bit of new oil in the cap, just so I can literally just basically dip my finger on it, and then rub that around. Put a little bit of oil in here. Let's get it reinstalled. Also, you might want to wipe your hands before trying to put on the new oil filter because my hand is slipping, so I can't really get it hand tight. Now, like I mentioned before, just go ahead and take like a microfiber towel. You can maybe get some brake clean. You can go ahead and clean up your exhaust manifold, etc., because there is going to be oil all over it. Fill up your oil. Check the level. Start the bike. Stop the bike. Check the level again. If all is good, then you're good to go. I know the angle's not the best, so as far as actually getting in here, trying to wipe off your manifold, so just try your best, and then if anything, the rest will just burn off. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see better, but right here you have your sight glass, and you'll see those little marks there. You want to be somewhere in between those marks. And then right here, right here, you're going to go ahead and take that off. That's going to be where you actually fill your oil. And don't worry, these do not come with a dipstick. I freaked out at first because I thought that if you see here, it looked like it broke. No, these actually don't come with a dipstick, so don't worry about that. Make sure you have a clean funnel. You can go ahead and put it in there for one momento. Lastly, just get your oil, fill it up. Whoop-ah. I'll show you guys a close-up in a second, but I can already see it starting to fill up, so just one more of these, or well, almost one more of these, and should be good. One thing that's really cool about these bottles, which is like similar to like liquid moly oil, if any of you are familiar with like German cars, is you pull this up, seal, it's like a little filler neck. Isn't that so cool? You just unscrew it. Right now, it looks like it's overfilled. But I promise you, when you start the bike, let it run for a second, it will go down. The main thing is you want to start the bike to check for oil leaks. So if you let it run for a second, let it cycle, make sure there's no, pissing oil or any driplets, and you should be good. Alright, so as you guys can see back there, got the new filter in, no leaks. Yes, there's still some oil on the manifold that will burn off, but that's not a big deal. Side where the drain plug is, also no leaks, so we're good. Alright everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. The camera's about to die, but we got it finished. So really not that hard of a process, I promise you. I mean, if you've ever done an oil change in a car, it's the same exact idea, and it's probably even easier because you really don't even have to jack up anything. There you go. As you guys can see, I might add a little bit more because just a little low, but we're pretty much there. Of course, when your engine's actually running, it's building oil pressure, so there's that as well. But everybody, that's gonna be it for today's video. Questions, comments, please feel free to leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.